It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And Oklahoma City is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Thunder will be going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, thus far about the same number of wins as last season. Nonetheless, every game provides a chance for them to get better. An intriguing matchup tonight. Two smart, experienced ball clubs. Shaq, how do you see this one playing out?
Solid execution on both sides. Each guy playing to his own strengths.
Okay. It's going to be, I think it's going to be more tactical, though, honestly. You know, if the game is played at a fast pace, that's when the benches come into play, because we'll see who has the bigger bench.
If,
You okay? You all right?
Oh.
You all right?
Man, no, I'm not.
Okay.
Oh. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Oh, sorry, Ernie. Did it go down the wrong pipe?
Something did.
It's time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Now for the Oklahoma City Thunder, they won their last contest, that game against the Wizards in Washington. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively, and when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
It's one thing to play inspired defense in that situation, but to get in that kind of offensive rhythm away from home, phenomenal.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So the Pelican five right now. Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 spot. Now, here's George. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. We have a long season still ahead of us. Smitty, as a veteran, how much did you look to pace yourself as the season was going on, but in particular the early part of the season?
Great question, Kevin. I think you look at it as a veteran, you got to assess the situation. If you got to come out there and I guess push your pace as a veteran because you want a team to get off to a good start, hopefully the younger guys can continue that pace, or you have a team that is going well and they know you need them at the end. It's a tough call for some veterans, and that's why you see the veterans hanging around that can do both.
Here's Payton following the basket by Russell Westbrook. It's stolen by Davis. Out to the right wing. Here's Randall. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
First quarter, you're really testing the defense, trying to find their weaknesses.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Following the basket by Julius Randle. It's George on the wing. Grant outside. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Great D that time from Davis.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Davis throws it down.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys the need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight. Kevin, back to you.
As always, DA, appreciate the good work. So, guys, they want to see their shooting percentage high up there immediately.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're just hoping a few guys get hot. It means a commitment to finding good shots.
Well, we know they have shooters that can get hot, but you're right. It has to be an organized offensive scheme.
Westbrook kicks to Grant. Here's Robertson. He's defended by Randall. From 15 feet away. Back to Robertson. Over to the wing. Here's Grant. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
A high percentage look from the mid-range. Might have been surprised that he was so wide open.
They get a hand on it, taken away by Holiday. Back to Randall. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Now here is Mirotic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. That one good for 2. Here's Westbrook. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Mirotic.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor. He moves his feet so well that guys can't just blow by him. Numerically, the way he discourages shots at the rim, it's like having a defensive center on the floor.
And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
Now, here is George. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Westbrook against Payton. Outside, Davis. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Grant. 13 feet away. The offensive rebound. Here's George. Excellent D there from Mirotic.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Davis drives in, and Adams sends it back. A second chance effort, and Davis lays it in. Davis has got 6.
This is what you want from AD, to use his size and skill to cash in on second chance opportunities.
George passes to Westbrook. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Holiday looking for an opening. Payton in the corner for 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 5 points in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, George. Robertson finds Westbrook. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Noel comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Robertson. And New Orleans also making a change. Frazier's checked in. Here's George. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
Boy, he reads the defense well. Makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Frazier against Schroeder. Now here's Frazier. Defense is right there. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. That shot no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Some guys are leaders from day one, but there are some guys it takes a while, Steve, to grow into that role, and I'm sure you've seen him.
Yeah, I love Victor Oladipo. I think he took on that role. Also, Kyle Lowry's done a nice job. Al Horford is becoming more of a vocal leader. He was kind of a quiet leader. A lot of those guys, you can see their personalities just changed from when they started into this league, and year by year they've gotten better.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Randall. Darius Miller comes in for Mirotic. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Drew Holiday. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Frazier against Schroeder. A shot by Frazier, no good.
Fantastic rim protection. That's not in his wheelhouse to overcome.
And the shot goes in. And it's a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Miller against George. Deflects the pass. Frazier dishes to Okafor. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Patterson, he's checked in for Steven Adams. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Now here is Davis. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
He was a shot blocking nightmare out there. 4 blocks on the game and some alter shots as well.
Miller against George. Back to Frazier. And they get it. Here's Davis. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Davis has got 8 points.
See, in the past, the contact might have discouraged Davis, but now he plays right through it.
And the pass to Noel. He dishes it to Schroeder. Takes the 13-footer, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Miller. And it's sent back by George. Moore with the steal. Good. And Miller gets the assist. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Showing he's not just a perimeter jump shooter. Each one will push for a better shot if he sees an opening.
Schroeder kicks to Patterson. Drills the three-pointer. Patterson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Frazier against Schroeder. Frazier the pass to Moore. Back to Frazier. Shot clock at 6. Over Felton. That's short off the rim.
There does come a time when you haven't made anything all quarter long. Pass the rock.
Offensive rebound. Patterson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
The activity level from Patterson is what makes him such an impact on the floor.
Arenas is checked in for Oklahoma City. And New Orleans also making a change. Hill, he's checked in for Davis. Pelicans trail by 5. Frazier kicks to Hill. There's the dish to Miller. From down in the low post, it goes. Miller's got his first bucket in this one.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. It's stolen by Frazier. Moore outside. Back to Frazier. Okafor in the post. Noel on him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's his first foul.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
Schroeder kicks to Patterson. Pass to Noel. Dishes it to Schroeder. And there's the foul. It's on Tim Frazier. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Too aggressive to start this game. That's already a couple fouls already in the first.
Goes up off the inbound. And Noel lays it up and in.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
The Pelicans trail.
Overall, a fantastic 2018 campaign for the Pelicans. 48 wins, made it to the conference semifinals as the 6th seed in the West. Not bad.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Here's Schroeder. Misses off the right iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And they take the lead. Moore's got 6 points. And Steve, the highlight of last season for the Pelicans, a surprise sweep of the Portland Trail Blazers.
You know, few picked the Pelicans to win that first-round matchup, but nobody picked them to sweep. A lot to like and to build off for this team coming off last season. Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Hill with it. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Hill finds Okafor. New Orleans moving it around. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. The Thunder shooting very well. 58%. The offense is flowing right now early for them. And that one's good. Schroeder.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this lead.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Frazier against Schroeder. Now here is Hill. Tight defense on him.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Schroeder surveying the floor. Nice D from Frazier.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in the tie. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
I mean, what's interesting for me, first quarter, they're already getting points from their reserves.
Well, this is why you have a scouting department. You want to uncover those role players who can make an impact.
Dennis Schroeder is out there with Felton. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's Abrinas in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. It's deflected.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
And the call will be against Darius Miller. That's his first foul. Payton, he's checked in for Tim Frazier. And it's Schroeder in the corner to the middle. He's looking for Noel and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Payton with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Payton kicks to Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Schroeder with the ball. He's got 8. Outside Felton. Here's Patterson. Here's Noel. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
First one falls for him. Smitty, we've asked you in the past about what you miss the most about playing. What is something that you don't miss about playing?
You know, I think the travel time away from your family. That's the one thing I did miss. And obviously when you're a team, that becomes your second family and you get a chance to be around those guys. But when you're gone away from home, the amount of days and times that we are, that's the thing I really don't miss, Kevin.
Here's Holiday. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
And he lays in the alley-oop. Oklahoma City shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one. But on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Pelicans also making a change. Mirotic is checked in for Okafor. And finished off by Mirotic.
Mirotic is looking to throw it down when he's near the rim. He can get up quickly.
Noel. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against New Orleans. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That's good from Noel. Both free throws good from Noel. And so it's New Orleans with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And really, you'd like to just see more from that inside game offensively. In that one, it didn't happen.
You know, it's not rocket science. When you're cold from the perimeter, you got to pound it inside and at least draw some fouls.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
Payton passes to Holiday. Back to Payton. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And Holiday kicks to Payton. Randall no good. Oklahoma City leading by 3. They get a hand on it. Here's Robertson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
Now here is Mirotic. Wants to get it to Hill and does. To the paint. Here's Holiday. Hill trying to break free. That one misses. And there's the foul. It's going to go on Solomon Hill. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Westbrook comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Robertson kicks to Abrinas. Back to Robertson. Knocked loose. Now here is Holiday. Defense right on him. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Pelicans.
And the front line carrying the load offensively. They always say reward the big men and credit the guards for getting them the ball and enabling these guys to fill it up.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
And you know, Drew Holiday sometimes gets overlooked in the discussion of great point guards, but only because there's so much competition at that position.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Davis is checked in. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Pass to Grant. To the wing right side. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. For New Orleans, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Payton dishes to Mirotic. Tries from 10. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that shot is like a layup for Mirotic. That one well within his range.
Westbrook finds Adams. And Adams with the slam. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here is Holiday. From deep. Westbrook pulls it in. That misses off the backboard.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
Great to see Mirotic attacking down low, putting that 6'10" frame to use.
And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
And here's Holiday following Russell Westbrook's 3. Holiday, the pass to Davis. There's the feed to Mirotic. That one goes in. Mirotic has got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And Westbrook throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Payton drives in. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Payton. Davis has got 10 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Westbrook gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Outside Holiday. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Payton. 5 points in the game. Fires from 14. Mirotic's shot is off.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Steve, there's plenty of discussion that the NBA has become less physical and more over-officiated. What's your opinion on letting guys play a little bit more?
You know, I think, Kevin, is freedom of movement. And I think when you took out hand checking and obviously arm bar checking and down in the post, it's hard to guard some of these fantastic players with their skill set and obviously with their athleticism. A guy dribbling at you at 100 miles per hour, how do you get your balance without touching him? And I think that's where you start to see a lot of the fouls called. And a lot of fans are looking back in the day saying, well, that wasn't a foul, but I think under the rules, the referees have to call these plays because there's no hand checking.
Abrinas kicks to Adams. Passes to Westbrook. Connects from three-point range. Westbrook's got a pair of triples in the second now for Oklahoma City. Pelicans trail by 7. Frazier outside. Randall against Grant. Back to Randall. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Grant. The Thunder leading by 7. There's the 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Frazier. Some solid defense from Grant.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
That one is off. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jerian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And it's Frazier with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans, trailing here by 8. Davis, the pass to Frazier. Felton goes in, and the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Patterson, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. So the wing on the left. Okafor inside. Adams defending. Okafor dishes to Frazier. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Frazier's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Okafor against Adams. Here's Westbrook. That one, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Right on the bucket, and 12 points for Davis.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Westbrook against Frazier. Releases from 15. The shot is good off the backboard. Westbrook's got 20.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Moore inside. Patterson's there. No good from Moore.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
Westbrook finds Patterson. No good from outside.
Rough start to this game. Hits one bucket in the first and nothing here in the second.
Here's Moore. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Moore's got 4 points in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Frazier against Westbrook. Now the pass to Patterson. Outside Felton. Back to Patterson. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel comes in for Steven Adams. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Solomon Hill is checked in for New Orleans. Now here's Okafor. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. To the paint, and Noel throws it down.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Schroeder against Frazier. Pass to Okafor. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Okafor's got 6.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Alfred. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 20 points, 3 steals, and 5 rebounds. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding. They made a concerted effort to get the glass cleaned.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans.
I think they let the game come to them, but they haven't got to the foul line enough, Ernie. That's an area where they're getting beat. I'd like to see them press to action a little bit more.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. And it's Mirotic in at the small forward. The Thunder leading by 4. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Westbrook. Pulls it from the elbow. Pelicans with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Mirotic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, you see Mirotic, and at times, Steve, he seems unstoppable, and at other times he just can't seem to get anything going.
You know, he's one of the streakier players in the entire league. At this point, it's just who he is as a player. Hopefully, that can change.
And he knocks down the first one.
Nikola Mirotic, a versatile big man and a good shooter. Very skilled for a player of his size.
He doesn't get the second one. The Thunder leading by 3, all alone. Robertson can't hit.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Westbrook kicks to Robertson. Back to Westbrook. And Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
They can't buy one right now. 0 for 4 already to start the third.
Outside Holiday. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
The shot's good from Robertson.
Well, you need to start somewhere. After 4 straight misses this half, let's see if this gets them going.
Payton against Westbrook. Up it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Payton.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And Westbrook throws it down.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Westbrook against Payton. Outside, Davis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Adams. Over to the wing. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Good on the triple. And now it's an 8-point Oklahoma City lead.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. The Pelicans make their last shot. And it's Westbrook missing. Pelicans trail by 6. Holiday goes in, and he gets the bucket. Holiday's got 6.
Drew Holiday does a great job of using his body to shield the defender.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Passes to Robertson. On the wing, George. Covered by Mirotic. Offensive rebound. Westbrook against Payton.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. The pass to Holiday. Down low. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Randall.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Grant outside to the right side. Robertson, the pass to Westbrook. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
Yeah, so many of these can go either way. Very difficult for the screener to stay 100% motionless.
Davis. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Westbrook. Over Payton. No good off the back of the rim.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, Oklahoma City. 6-point lead. And Holiday kicks to Randall. Looks for Holiday. Gets it to him. And a look here at the shot chart for Westbrook.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around, as his energy is contagious out there right now.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. In third, the Pelicans. The Thunder in fourth.
And you know what? These are 2 of those teams that just live off their transition game. They put a lot of pressure on you defensively because that's where they get the bulk of their offense.
And the Pelicans miss again. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And Grant now top of the key. Adams outside. It's George on the wing, covered by Mirotic. And George gets it to go.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Payton kicks to Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got 16 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Grant with the ball. Now defended by Randall. George. Randall grabs the board. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Wants to get it to Randall and does. From outside the arc. No good on the shot. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Here's Robertson. And Adams kicks to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And I just love the aggressiveness
from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Now here's Payton. 7 points in the game. He feeds it to Davis. Adams, some nice D.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Those are the plays Davis is capable of making. Much more confident and stronger than what he was when he came into this league. Last season, Anthony Davis took his defensive game to just another level. He was always a good defender, but he's starting to become dominant. With his quickness and length, he's just a menace on that end.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Patterson comes in for Jeremy Grant. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Patterson. He has 6. Now Noel. He kicks to Schroeder. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
The pass by Schroeder, finding the right balance between scoring and facilitating.
Pelicans trail by 6. Moore finds Holiday. Inside. Here's Okafor. And good that time. Okafor's got 8. And for his efforts on defense, Davis was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, Anthony got some votes, and he might get even more this year. The man had a triple-double with blocks last season. He's the kind of player that makes everyone hear footsteps when he's on the floor.
For New Orleans, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Here's Holiday, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
One thing about Holiday, he knows how to get defenders off balance. We'll see what he can do at the line.
For New Orleans, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Miller's checked in for the Pelicans. Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. Oklahoma City's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Felton the pass to Noel. From past the arc, and there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Noel. Noel's got his 3rd assist on the night. Miller against George. Pass to Holiday. On the wing, Hill. To the middle. Here's Okafor. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Okafor with the steal. Hill has the open look. True on the 14-footer.
Sometimes you get tunnel vision being that close inside, but he saw the entire court and threw it out to an open teammate.
The Thunder leading by 3. Now here's Felton. Kicks it to Noel. Back to Felton. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
One shot.
That's good from Raymond Felton. Pelicans trail by 6. And here is Moore. He's got 10. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
He has a score-first mindset. Each one plays with a lot of poise, and that buys him time to find an open man.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. And that one falls for Okafor. And so it's Felton who will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Pass to Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. George with the ball. 15 points in the game. Adams down low. Covered by Miller. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
A nice move, attacking in the paint with confidence.
And Moore kicks to Holiday. Back to Moore. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Noel's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Felton kicks to Adams. He dishes it to Schroeder. 5 to shoot. Over Miller. And it's Schroeder missing. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Moore. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one.
They just keep calling Moore's number, and he keeps delivering, looking free and loose out there.
Outside, Felton. Down low, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 19 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Now here is Hill. There's the dish to Holiday. It's stolen by Schroeder. And there's the foul. It's going to go on Solomon Hill. That's foul number 2 for him. The Thunder leading by 4. Schroeder outside. Again, Oklahoma City.
Hard enough to stay attached to Schroeder one-on-one. Coming off screens, forget about it.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
But you also want a decent shot if you can get it. That takes priority.
Now here's Moore. He's got 15. Shoots over Adams. No good from Moore.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And it's been an issue for them, as it was last year, only 72% from the line. Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Schroeder against Holiday. Pass to Hill. Back to Holiday, to the left wing. And here's Moore outside. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Felton. Steven Adams is out there with Noel. Then it's Paul George, and it's Schroeder in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Here's Schroeder. Over Holiday.
Great job by Holiday. Typically aggressive on the defensive end and has the size to guard a number of positions.
Now here is Hill. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. The shot by Holiday, no good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Short. No good off the front iron.
I'm not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Now here's Moore, and it's Miller in the corner. And no good.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
Here's George. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 6th assist on the night.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Raymond Felton. And then for New Orleans, Randall's checked in for Hill. Mirotic comes in for Darius Miller. And it's Payton in for Drew Holiday. Here's Okafor. Second shot opportunity. Paul George with the steal. Westbrook finds Adams. Outside, George. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Knocks it loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Houston Rockets. Now here's Moore. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Steve, E'Twaun Moore, a fantastic sharp-shooting wing for this team.
Yes, Moore hasn't always been a big shooter from deep. That part of his game has grown in the last few seasons. But as he's taken more threes, his overall shooting percentage has risen. That's something you just don't see.
That's good from Moore.
E'Twaun Moore gives you the production, but he also gives you the intangible. He plays like an older brother.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Grant's checked in. He's off on the second. And E'Twaun Moore has always been a solid shooter in the NBA, Greg, and he's continued to grow in that department.
I mean, just look at the career numbers from deep in terms of efficiency. In the last few years, he started to take on more and more volume in terms of the three-point shot. Hasn't changed his percentages, though, at all. And I would give him the green light as much as he wants from beyond.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Grant drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Payton against Westbrook. Stolen by George. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Westbrook's got the ball. Feeds it to George. It's deflected, and he gets it back. The second effort. Oklahoma City gets it back.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
I just hate seeing this, but no need to jump the gun. Let's see what it turns out to be.
Darius Miller, he's checked in for Mirotic. And a change for the Pelicans. Davis is checked in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
E'Twaun Moore isn't a guy who draws a lot of fouls, but right there, his aggressiveness gets him to the line.
And so Moore nails both of them. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Knocked away. To the middle, here's Grant, and Davis sends it back. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
The thing about Moore in transition, you see the high basketball IQ, knows exactly where he needs to be to finish.
Now here's Adams to the inside, and Grant slams it home.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Here's Randall. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Grant surveying the D. George with no one around. Misses off the right iron.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, this is when you need them. Late in the game. It's not all about scoring.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
New Orleans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Here's Robertson, and Davis sends it back. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Holiday. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now just a 5-point Oklahoma City lead. Oklahoma City has gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Grant dishes to Robertson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Thunder lead by 7.
High percentage play, working the ball in close, then the nice move to convert.
Floats it up for Davis. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
And he throws it right out of bounds. Careless mistake.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Adams outside. The 3 from George gets the 3-pointer to fall. And now it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Moment here now for an injury report. And let's get an update on Nikola Mirotic's injury. David, what's the news?
Hey, guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Pelicans. It's not what anyone wanted to hear, as it sounds like it's a severe injury. That is a bitter pill for them to swallow so early in the season. It clearly changes the look of this team going forward, Kevin.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
I know he'll fight back hard to get back on the floor. He wants to be out here with his teammates.
Pelicans trail by 12. Here's Payton to the paint. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Oklahoma City's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 3-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. And there's the pass to Grant. He kicks to Adams, 13 feet away. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Over to the left wing. Holiday left side. Moore passes to Holiday. Here's Davis. Over in the corner, Randall. Pass to Payton. The second chance effort. Shot clock at 5. And Adams sends it back. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Yes, indeed. The D thought they had him, but he still found a way to get it done.
Here's Westbrook. Following the basket by Julius Randle. Back to Westbrook. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And he recovers it. Pelicans trail by 12. Payton kicks to Davis. And they double up Davis. Inside. Here's Holiday. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 6 assists now in the game.
Really smoking the nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
Now here's Westbrook. It's stolen by Randall. Moore outside. And George gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Okafor is checked in for Moore. Randall against George. Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
The fans are loving it right now. AD has been incredible tonight.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. Westbrook kicks to Robertson. It's George on the wing. Grant outside. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Robertson. Excellent D there from Holiday. Pelicans trail by 8. Payton finds Davis. Now Holiday lays it up off the glass. Holiday's got 6 points in the quarter.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
And the dunk by Westbrook.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Payton. Back to Randall. Kicks it to Payton. On the wing, Davis. Adams defending. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Payton.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Outside, George. Inside, the kick out to Westbrook. It's taken away by Payton. In the air, and it's sent back by George. And Davis puts it in. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Grant the pass to Robertson. Poked away. Back to Adams. To the inside. Westbrook.
Oh, wow.
Watch your head.
That's a beautiful jam.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
One of the most productive all-around players in the game. AD has already accomplished a lot individually. Next, winning.
Ejuan Moore is checked in for the Pelicans. And both free throws good for Davis.
The perfect guy to have on the line right now.
So here's Westbrook. Pass to Grant. He kicks it to Robertson. Taken away by Holiday. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Randall's running. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Anthony Davis.
They needed that bucket. The aggression of AD when he senses a big moment, not something you can teach.
Now here's Westbrook. High post shot. And it's off the back rim. No good. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Dominating at the rim, something AD has always enjoyed.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Here's Robertson. Left side Westbrook. But they recover it.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three from George. Sinks the triple. George has got 17 points here in the second half.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Davis back to Payton. The tray. Shot clock reset for New Orleans. Randall. Good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside, George. High post try. Count it! .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And it's still within reach.
Maybe, but they are hanging on by a thread. They need to make good on every possession.
Davis kicks to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Davis finds Holiday. Off target from downtown. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're in front by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
It's stolen by Randall. Here's Payton. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.